So E3 2019 is coming up soon. This is the time of the year we all get to look into the future of gaming and see what's coming. Developers and publishers get to show off what they've been working on, and they can almost guarantee people will talk about their games and the hype will build to an incredible height. This year is going to be very different from before, with Sony not being there at all, EA still doing their show down the road away from E3, and the likes of Kinda Funny doing their own showcase this year. So in this video I'm going to look at some of the things that we might get and some of the things we're really hoping to get. So let's get into my E3 predictions 2019. First up is Marvel's Avengers, published by Square Enix and developed by the studio behind the new Tomb Raider games, Crystal Dynamics, and Deus Ex creators Studio Eidos Montreal. All we know so far is it'll feature characters, environments, and iconic moments that fans of the Avengers are used to, as well as having a completely original story. That's about it so far, but it has been confirmed to be at E3 this year, and after Endgame, it's certainly one of the most anticipated. Next up is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So far, we've had a cinematic trailer and a few story details confirmed, such as it'll be taking place after Episode 3. It's also been confirmed to be a third-person action-adventure game, and you will indeed play as a Jedi. Hopefully at E3 they'll show some actual gameplay and give some more details about possible characters we'll meet during the story, and with it coming out later this year, chances are they will. A returning favourite will also be at E3 that promises to be great fun, and that's Borderlands 3. Sequel to the game that started the looter-shooter genre, the new Borderlands promises countless guns and insane co-op gameplay just like its predecessors. So far we've seen 2 of the 4 playable characters, Amara the Siren and Zane the Operative, so maybe expect to see the other 2 at E3. Another game likely to be at Microsoft's press conference is Dying Light 2, announced last year at E3. So far we know there will be hundreds of decisions to make, with each having consequences to the world as shown with the water supply last year. Hopefully this year we'll get more info and a better look at the world, and if the first Dying Light was anything to go by, this one will be spectacular. Now it's time to talk about arguably the biggest game that'll be at Microsoft's showcase. Cyberpunk 2077. Last year we got to see a 1-hour long gameplay trailer that showed off the driving, shooting characters and the beautiful looking neon lit city. This game is going to be huge, and so there's an awful lot we still don't know about it, and more is surely going to be shown off this year. Maybe we'll even get a release date. Next up we have Bethesda, who once again have their own showcase. Last year they showed us that the next Elder Scrolls is in development, but don't expect to see that this year. Instead, there's a good chance we'll hear at least something about their next big title, Starfield. Although Bethesda confirmed it won't be at E3, they're surely going to say something about it after the poor release of Fallout 76. One game, however, that'll definitely be there is Doom Eternal. A follow-up to the 2016 reboot of Doom, this promises to be even more over the top with more weapons and even gorier killing. It's due out this year, so expect a good-sized trailer with gameplay and multiplayer details. Now on to Microsoft and their ever-growing first party. In what looks to be a stroke of genius, they bought Obsidian, so now have the team behind Fallout New Vegas with their new RPG, The Outer Worlds. Being announced last year, this game looks to blend together Fallout's RPG elements with the humour of a Borderlands game and the intriguing looking story to boot. The game's due out this year, so there's a pretty good chance we're about to see an awful lot more of it at E3. Gears of War 5 also got announced last year and is expected to be shown off even more once again. This time, players will take control of Kate trying to find the origin of the Locusts. This is a big departure from the normal massive men with even more massive guns the series is known for, and so it might actually be something different. Of course, after the tease we got last year, we're definitely getting a much bigger look at Halo Infinite. Microsoft's #1 franchise is returning in 2020, and 343 Industries have said this is a spiritual reboot of the franchise and so could yet be something special. Probably don't expect too much gameplay, but certainly a new trailer and story details. One thing that could potentially happen this year though is some new console details. With Stadia due out towards the end of this year, expect them to possibly show something off at the third-party conferences. There's also a chance of us getting a glimpse into the next Xbox. We know the console is codenamed Scarlet, but that's about it. Chances are it's not coming out until the end of 2020, which will be about when the PS5 comes out, but we might get some details similar to what we got about Sony's console not too long ago. Of course, this ain't all we're going to get at this year's E3, as there's always some surprises, and that's what makes this one of the best times of the year to be a gamer. Even with Sony not being there and the fact that E3 seems to be shrinking every year with developers doing their own shows or even a Nintendo Direct type presentation, this is still the time to get hyped and enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe to help this channel grow. I'm Jack and this has been Games to You.